The faithfulness and perseverance of the two witnesses in Revelation 11 can teach us several valuable lessons as believers in sharing the gospel message. 1. Commitment to God's word. The two witnesses were uncompromising in their commitment to proclaiming God's truth. They didn't waver in the face of opposition or persecution. As believers, we can learn from their example by prioritizing the study of God's word and seeking a deep understanding of His truth. This will give us a firm foundation and confidence when sharing the gospel with others. 2. Boldness in the face of opposition. Despite facing intense hostility, the two witnesses continued to boldly testify to God's power and salvation. Their unwavering courage serves as an inspiration for us to boldly share our faith, even when faced with opposition or rejection. We can draw strength from knowing that God is with us, and will empower us to speak the truth with love and conviction. 3. Perseverance in difficult times. The two witnesses endured persecution and eventually faced martyrdom, but they remained faithful until the end. Their example teaches us the importance of perseverance in our witness. In times of trial or discouragement, we should remember that the gospel message is worth preserving and proclaiming, no matter the cost. We can find encouragement in knowing that God's purposes will ultimately prevail, and our efforts to share the gospel are not in vain. 4. Trust in God's ultimate victory. The two witnesses were ultimately vindicated by God, as they were resurrected and taken up to heaven in the sight of their enemies. This reminds us that God's plans cannot be thwarted, and His truth will emerge triumphant. As believers, we can take heart in knowing that our labor in sharing the gospel is part of God's grand plan, and He will bring about the ultimate victory. In applying the example of the two witnesses to our own lives, we can strive to cultivate a deep commitment to God's word, hold fast to our faith in the face of opposition, persevere in sharing the gospel message, and trust in God's ultimate victory. By doing so, we can effectively bear witness to the truth of the gospel and fulfill our calling as ambassadors of Christ.